creed to break the chains and set us free. Riders on the prairie, the wild and free, bows and arrows, cold 45's decree. No more tyranny, no more lies, under open skies we rise. Fight, fight, fight till we reclaim the night. Cowboys and Indians in the blazing light. Fight, fight, fight till the dawn is near. We'll never live in fear. On the blood moon, we all unite. Horse hooves thunder in the night. No longer slaves to the empire's might. Strength in numbers, strength in rise. On the blood moon, we unite. Horse hooves thunder in the night.
Good evening, my fellow tribe of patriots around the country. Welcome to another episode of the Cowboys and Indians podcast, episode 36, I believe.
Yes, sir.
I'm your host, the Native Patriot, but you can call me Maurice. And with me today, of course, as always, is Steve. How you doing today, Steve?
I'm great. How about you, buddy?
Man, I have been fired up all day and actually incredibly frustrated because Washington State sure feels lost. It feels like I'm getting black-pilled on Washington State with the laws that they're rushing through, and it's taxing to say the least.
Man, so what's coming down the pipe in Washington?
Well,
Do I want to know?
well, it doesn't affect you, so that's a good thing, I guess. But the latest bill that has me incredibly worried about the future with the rise of domestic terrorism that we see from the lefties, with the rise of specific targeted attacks, I see what Washington State is doing as a way to construct a military force that is of foreign nationals, because Senate Bill 5068 passed with it's flying through with bipartisan support,
Of course.
and it allows foreign nationals to be hired as police, prosecutors, and basically the entire
taking over the judicial system, your
Yes.
local first responders,
yes,
what
firemen.
the actual fuck.
And Washington State, mind you, is a sanctuary state. So the fact that this is even coming down the pipe is infuriating. I know Seattle, I believe, Seattle itself can hire foreigners as police officers already. Which
They did that in California, right? Or maybe Portland. Maybe they were trying to hire foreign nationals or illegals. It was like a year ago, maybe. There was a big stink about it on X, on social media.
Mm-hmm.
It was on the West Coast. I can't remember exactly, but
It worries me. It worries me deeply, because not only are they passing legislation to restrict our gun rights, which is so unbelievably unconstitutional that I have a hard time contemplating the how it is even discussed in a reasonable way to restrict our to infringe on our rights like that. Okay, let me explain something to you. The Second Amendment says that the right to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. That's federal. Okay.
Correct.
Now the Washington State Constitution is actually it's more definitive than the federal Constitution.
yeah.
Article 1, Section 24 of the Washington State Constitution states the right of the individual citizen to bear arms in defense of himself or the state shall not be impaired. Okay, so not only do we have shall not be infringed, but in Washington State we have shall not be impaired. They do not care. They infringe, they impair. They're trying to pass laws right now that they want to pass a law that basically forces you to have a permit from the government in order to purchase a weapon, and that includes taking classes. Okay, that includes taking de-escalation classes. So basically, they want you to be your own they want you to take training to de-escalate situations before
Right.
you're allowed to defend yourself with the arms of today. It is insane, and I'm so sick and tired of these freaking communists running our state because we don't have a patriots do not have a voice. The spineless Republicans in our state are signing their name on a lot of these bills because for some reason, the Republicans in this state believe that if they're centrist enough, if they cave enough, if they are moderate enough that they'll bring some of the Democrats over to their side. I'll tell you what, you cannot negotiate with these people. They are demons. And I want the Republicans in the state to start calling them what they are, because what I see from Republican representation are spineless, pathetic, weak weasel cucks. And I'm sick and tired of these centrist Republicans trying to represent people like me or just a good moral people. Because you know what? In Washington state, they're trying to make an amendment to the Constitution that would enshrine abortion up until birth. And in the same amendment, they also will enshrine gender affirming hair surgery at any age, any fucking age. It is crazy. You can't negotiate with these people.
No,
they're insane psychopaths.
Dude, this, oh my God, I don't even know where to begin. So let me backtrack a little bit. So they're telling you in Washington state, you need to get a license before you can actually go to purchase a gun. And then you get a background check and you get all that other shit.
Does that sound like an impairment to you?
Just a smidge, dude. But I'm sure your Supreme Court is stacked with these fucking retarded judges.
Dude, we're completely compromised.
Dude, that's insane.
It's like there's nothing that I can do. And I have some people reaching out saying like, okay, we have hope, we can fight back here and there. But then I see a lot of the Republicans signing on to this bullshit, and I want no part of that. Fuck them. They're just as bad as the Democrats. These are spineless, moralless, weak, pathetic people that want to virtue signal and say, well, I'm part of the Republican group. And no, fuck you, dude. You have no spine. Stand up and speak out. I'm tired of this. I'm tired of trying to convince these Republicans that they're so unbelievably weak, and it's sad to see. And dude,
they're uniparty globalist pieces of shit, whether it's on the state level or the federal level. And we have a problem in this country with these Republican rhinos, dude. So actually call them Republicans, because I don't identify as a Republican. I'm an American First Constitutionalist, and we learned that when we talked with Jim Pfaff on Monday about this gigantic problem that we have in this country. So it's not literally just on the federal level. It is in your own state. I mean, we have problems here in the state of Texas, like that Jim Dade asshole. We got Dade Fallon. Sorry, we have issues all in this state, dude. It's nationwide, and it comes down to people within your own party. Dude, getting these people out, doing grassroots initiatives, getting off your fucking ass and doing something, because stuff that's happening there in Washington state can happen in your state if you don't do something about it now. And dude, I don't know how Washington state can come back from this. I don't, mate. I can't.
It's dark, man.
I just can't logically, because for something like this, it's not daffodils and roses to take your country back or your state back. It is going to take fight. And the guys that are supposed to be on your side are not on your side. They're just those centrists. They're wanting to stay in power. They're money hungry pieces of shit that should not be in office right now. And dude, they're all criminal.
even if they're not money hungry, like the Young Republican group, I ran into one of these guys the other day. I probably mentioned it on the podcast before, but in his bio, like he was a leader of the Young Republicans, right? In his bio, the first thing it said is centrist Republican. What is that? Are you kidding me? You want to be a centrist with these fucking commies running our state? With the ones that are trying to legalize chopping off the genitals of children at 12 years old with no parental consent or knowledge? Are you kidding me? You cannot negotiate with that. They need to be called what they are. They're butchers and they're communists. They are anti-American communists. That's what they are. We need to start calling them out for what they are, because they want to call me an extremist. They want to say that because I support the Constitution of not only our federal Constitution, but the state Constitution. I support that. And they want to call me an extremist because I support the fundamental values that made this country great and separated it from all other nations created in known human history. Our rights are granted from God and supposed to be protected by government. And these fucking commies believe that they have the chance now, because they have the majority of power. They believe that they have the chance to subvert every bit of our Constitution, be it federal or state. No, these people are infiltrating our government. Our founding fathers warned us about enemies, foreign and domestic. The Republicans and the Democrats in Washington state, as far as I'm concerned, they are the enemies that our founding fathers warned us about, because they are working directly to undermine everything that every bit of the founding of this country. They want to undermine it, and they want to believe that they have the ability to infringe on our rights. They don't. Dude. They cannot take them. The Constitution is the law of the land, regardless of whatever law they pass.
Oh, dude. I can tell you're a little fired up this evening.
Dude,
Oh, dude.
Well, okay.
No, honestly, you're sharing the frustrations of so many people right now. Am I going good? Can you see me good?
You're kind of going in and out.
Oh, dude. It's probably a smoke cloud, but anyways, I don't want to really talk about that too much, because of fucking swatting and doxing bullshit going on right now from these left-wing fucking pieces of shit. That some conservatives even have the audacity to say it's a fucking psyop. You know what? Fuck you. You don't know any of these people. The conservatives right now that are saying, like Mike Engelman and all these people, they're trying to say that they're doing this for notoriety or any of that shit. Dude, these are the worst fucking people. They are not your friend. The people that try to say this shit, they're what's wrong with the Republican Party as well, because they always try to put themselves on this fucking pedestal and try to knock people down. Dude, I'm fucking sick and tired of this shit. Like, and also, like, with these uniparty scumbags, dude, across this country, they were elected to represent us, and they have not done this shit in so fucking long, dude. I don't understand why people aren't more fired up about this. I know, Trump won by the grace of God, and we have a lot of work to do. I'm just gonna say that we have got to take this country back before midterms, because that shit, we have to make sure we do something, because midterms, dude, it's not guaranteed. We have so many uniparty deep state scumbags that are still in office right now. They have got to go, dude. This country, it has to happen now. This is our time. The left is getting more violent. They're burning all these Tesla dealerships. They're attacking Trump Tower. They're swatting and going after conservatives that want to speak out against the truth. Dude, this shit is real right now. This is the time.
Well, okay, there's been a definitive escalation as of late between the attacks, the doxings, the swattings from the left. And there are some people are surprised about this. No, this is the pushback that we expected. And the left they've been the domestic terrorists for a long time. Make no mistake, you guys, there were signs that the left was going to be doing and targeting innocent Americans like this. Do you remember back in 2020, 2021, somewhere around that time, where you can clearly see this was during the BLM riots, and these people believed that it was just a random rioting mob went up to this lady
Okay, there we go.
and were trying to force her to put up her fist in solidarity with BLM. This is what they do.
Yep.
They do not respect individual rights. They demand obedience. And so
They're
many people
communists,
now,
bro.
yes, so many people now are figuring out finally that the left are the fascists. They're the ones demanding
Absolutely.
obedience in every step of the way. Do you know what a virtue signal is?
I mean, I know of some, but it's just trying to get you to comply.
So,
Like,
so
Go ahead.
a virtue signal is basically, or I'll say it is a way for the cult to update their narrative. Since they have a collective mindset, can't think for themselves, they need to constantly be updating about the ever-changing narrative. And so they'll virtue signal,
They're
and that
NPCs.
is it. That's a signal out to everybody else. This is the current narrative, you guys. Be obedient to it,
Mhm.
or become a victim. And you
Obey or
can tell
die.
this. You can tell this by the way that they've been targeting Tesla owners, because you know who bought Teslas years ago? It was the
Tesla.
left.
Oh yeah.
Exactly, man.
AOC was proud of that. Whenever she was bartending, she got her Tesla, and she got elected to Congress. Now she hates Tesla. Like, get the fuck out of here. It's like you know that meme, like the NPCs where they take out the chip and they put in the new narrative. This is exactly what we're talking about right here. Somebody does that virtue signal, and dude, it's oh my god, we just got it, they're all commies. That's the issue. There is no siding with these centrists or these fucking communists. There is no such thing as, if you call yourself a centrist Republican, just call yourself a communist, because that's what you are. Let's just be plain and simple about it.
Yeah, virtue signalers are commies, and this is how they stay with the current thing. They have no fundamental beliefs. They have no foundation for what grants right, or for why we have rights as a citizenry, why we the people should have the power. They don't believe in any of that. All they do is they will get their news and get their updates from their preachers, who are the Democratic Party leaders, the mainstream media, all of these freaking leftists that will virtue signal constantly and update them on exactly what to say the next time they get a chance. That's why you look through the comments, and all the time you'll see the same exact responses, because they're all they are they're parrots. They can't think for themselves.
Oh, dude, yeah. But hey, wait, don't worry. They're the free thinkers, though, Maurice.
No.
Remember, they say they're the fuck. I can't even say that shit. They're Control C, Control V, copy and paste. That's all they do, man. I don't know. I'm just as pissed off as you, dude. The violence is what's getting me the most right now. I know we could expected it, but it's like just hitting home a little bit more now. Now that I have to go to my fucking sheriff's office and say, hey, I might be targeted for swatting, and the cops are like fucking douchebags, and they're like, well, what would you be targeted for? I don't know, kidnapping, hostage situations, shootings. I don't know. I'm not the one calling it in. Like, but have you ever heard of a Democrat being swatted before? Can you think of one?
No, I cannot.
Interesting, isn't it? But we're the violent ones. We're the right-wing extremists, right?
I'm so sick of that narrative. I'm so sick of these people that constantly just say that we're Nazis, that everything's fucking Hitler. Trump is Hitler. He does this. He's a dictator. He's Hitler. Ah! And then meanwhile, they're targeting conservatives with swatting. They're targeting they're doxing random Americans because they own Teslas, because all of a sudden the narrative changed. And okay, hold on. I got to post this, because all right, I have to show this, because this is what they do. Tesla owners doxed. Sell your car or stay on the list.
Shut the fuck up. Wow.
This is how the left treats their own. What do you think they'll do to you?
Dude, that's insane. Well, I mean, dude, we saw this during COVID when they were like, I think it was CNN or somebody, they ran a poll with Democrats How many of you want to have anti-vaxxers locked up if they don't take the
Yes.
vaccine? Dude, it was like over 60% or some shit of Democrats. Dude, this is who these people are. And that's why we say you cannot side with these people. Because you think they changed after COVID? Hell no. Dude, in fact, they're just getting worse. They're getting more left extreme. These are like the ELF, the Earth Liberation faggots or whoever they are. They're the ones that like blew up like oil refineries and all that stuff in the 70s. And I think Obama was part of that stuff. Dude, it's just going to continue and it's just going to get worse. That's why we need to have Republicans with fucking balls that are actually willing to protect their constituents and follow the Constitution. And God dang, man, do something. Like nothing is going on right now. And I know a lot of people are getting fucking pissed right now because we have Pam Bondi that's just going on Fox News every night. I think she's had like 20 interviews or some shit on the mainstream media since she's been Attorney General. And then Kash Patel, I mean, he can only do so much because that FBI is corrupt as fuck. So they're going to have to completely dismantle the FBI and all the top brass that are pieces of shit. You know what I mean? So, dude, it's a lot of work, but people are getting frustrated and people are getting hurt right now. They're being targeted. I know that they're making all these conferences and shit, but we want people behind bars, dude. We need to know where this money, how these people are getting funded. How are they coordinating this? How are they getting this information? Dude, we need people to get arrested for this shit, or it's just going to continue.
You're spot on, man. I made a post today out of frustration because I've been pissed all day. I've been a little overwhelmed. There's been a lot of people that have been like, black-pilled on the Trump administration because of the failed release of the Epstein files,
right,
and things like that. But it's more than that. It's the fact that I haven't seen arrests for this shit. They're focusing on illegals and they're like, yay, we're getting some illegals. You know what? That's cleaning up the fucking Band-Aid instead of actually addressing the wound itself. Mm-hmm. I understand that there's illegals in this country that are bad and that we need to get them out. I get that, right. Okay? But if we don't fix the institutional rot in every single one of our institutions,
correct,
then we're fucked. Then we're right back to where we were 4 years ago or 3 years ago when Joe Biden took over and the deep state was actually running things.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Dude, spot on. I mean, I don't even know like how much better I could say it than that. Then absolutely, we have to literally dismantle every single 3-letter organization in this country, dude. There's
no other way around it. And I mean, you look at the JFK files that have been released, and there's people sifting through, and it outlines how the CIA was planning various ways to overthrow foreign countries, right, based black ops and all of this stuff. And it's like they've been doing that to us.
Oh yeah, they've been doing coups since the 50s and 60s, bro. That's no secret. I think the best portion out of everything that I've seen so far, I can't remember who it was, but essentially alluding to Joe Biden was a traitor way back then. Senator Biden. I can't remember the context behind it because I've just been going through so much information over the last 24 hours or whatever, but I thought that was really, really interesting that it was in a declassified CIA doc.
We keep getting kicked off Rumble for some reason. Or it's like
ending the stream.
It's kicking the stream itself off of Rumble, and I'm not sure why. I'm seeing it. I mean,
isn't that a Canadian-owned company? Is it? Is it?
I don't think so.
Okay, maybe I heard that rumor mill like a long time ago, and I just kind of stuck with it. Oh fuck! Did I get sucked in a psyop? Shit.
A whole bunch of snow Mexicans running it.
Snow Mexico. God damn it, you fucking snow Mexicans. Anyways, oh my god. All right, so where are we going with this, dude?
Eddie, can you give us an update? Because it looks like it's not working. I'm on Rumble right now, and I don't see anything.
Eddie's probably backstage. He is backstage, but he's probably taking a shit or something. I don't know. We need a producer. Like, what the fuck? Roll film, Jamie. Shit, it's supposed to be like the Joe Rogan show. What the fuck? Back says, he said Rumble doesn't work well for him. It just crashes nonstop. And because he was trying to get on the Tom McDonald one, and he was having issues on Rumble, and he was saying that if he's off Wi-Fi or something like that, it wasn't working. I'm not.
Do you guys want to see?
All right, I keep reading the comments. I got to stop. It's
You
distracting.
guys want to see the state of the left and the new way that the left is implementing their I guess how do I explain this? It's the new way to control NPCs because the mainstream media is failing. They're losing support drastically.
Right.
A lot of their support fell off the cliff once Trump got elected because people are like, wait, maybe they're not telling me the truth. Now what they're doing is this.
Oh, this guy. Okay. Go
They
ahead.
take a useful idiot like Bill Burr, who for money, it seems will say anything because he was starting to, it seemed a couple years ago, he was becoming red-pilled. That's what it felt like.
Kinda, yeah. Maybe.
And now he comes out full woke leftist retard. They're trotting him around on purpose, and he is now normalizing domestic terrorism. Just take a listen to this, you guys.
Well, it's a positive time, Jimmy.
Yeah, it really is.
Billionaires are not happy having $1 billion. Why does Elon Musk dress like he just... All right, thank you. Oh, my God. Why does Elon Musk dress like he just got out of a Hot Topic? Just... I am so...
Now, dude, Zelensky. I'm going to stop.
How is this? I don't even understand what that means. Like, Hot Topic is like gothic, right? Like,
he wears black.
Because he has some black, but they're t-shirts. He has no gauges in his ears. He doesn't have spikes on his eyes. Like, he has no eyeliner on. Hot Topic is like, it's gothic. Or like maybe skater in some way. Like the old emo skaters.
Right.
They're, because he wears a black shirt sometimes. Like that's...
Oh, so we don't have an issue with that little fucking midget Zelensky wearing wartime like 5'11" pants and like a t-shirt that he's trying to make his arms look bigger, but he's never seen the front lines. Come on, man, get out of here with this shit. I wish Elon Musk would walk out with like a Slayer t-shirt. I think that'd be so awesome. Since we're talking about Hot Topic, go ahead.
Sick of that guy trying to rewrite his origin story like he was Matthew McConaughey pulling into the high school. It's like you were a nerd, nobody banged you, and now you have hair plugs in your laminated face. No, and everybody is afraid of these nerds. I don't get it. My whole life, feminists were focusing on frat boys and guys with their hats on backwards, and they left the nerds alone. And now look at them. Well, it's a positive time, Jimmy.
Everything he said there was stupid and wrong.
Yeah.
It is unbelievable. What the fuck happened? You compromised piece of shit. I'm so I don't even want to deal with these people anymore. As far as I'm concerned, the fucking lines have been drawn. Okay? That's how I feel. I feel as if I'm done compromising in any way. And the more that they push, the more that they implement these unconstitutional things, and people like Bill Burr are trotted around as this trophy on the late night shows and podcasts and saying these just absolute retarded woke takes because he's completely isolated himself, and he's married to a radical activist who flipped off Trump for some reason.
No one gives a fuck.
And is now being trotted around as a new way to spread propaganda. Fuck this guy.
No, I know, dude, and I know these people. Okay, so let's take Bill Burr for instance. Okay, let's be real about him. He looks like a walking penis. All right, he's irrelevant. He is fucking ugly. He's probably like 5'2", and you just slap him once. All right, these people, dude, they act all tough guy and all that stuff. You know. On the news or whatever, all this shit. But when it comes down to does it affect you? No. Does it affect the NPCs? Probably. But like, come on, man. I don't know. I think they're fucking losers, and most of America does. You know what I mean? I don't know.
No. The problem is that it's a different way. Okay. In the 2020 riots, the BLM riots, the way that they normalized the domestic terrorism that was going on was they would say it's mostly peaceful. They'd be standing in front of a burning fucking building. It's mostly peaceful out here. It's a just cause. Or they would say that like BLM riots or BLM protests don't actually spread COVID. Okay, they had retarded ways to try and justify the protests and the riots. Now, since they're just moving on to the next thing. So they're like, let's use our useful idiots to go around on these late night shows and create viral clips to convince the NPCs that, okay, burning Teslas is actually a good thing, and Elon Musk is actually the bad guy, and Luigi Mangione was a freedom fighter. No, none of that's true. Luigi is a dumbass who assassinated a random CEO that accomplished nothing. Elon Musk is one of the best innovators on Earth. He's the richest man on Earth. He's going to stay that way because he's a genius. I don't support everything he does, and he should be checked as far as his power goes. But that's not the point.
Okay. Yes. Okay. So obviously we live in two different parts of the country, so it affects us differently because like, these liberals, they ain't doing shit here in Texas. They know fucking better. But people abide by the law and they're held to a standard in law and order and shit. So it is way different in Washington State. I mean, I guess I'm put in a different mentality because I know like here in Texas, like that stuff won't happen. Now, the swatting and all that, yes, that's been happening here in Texas. But that's, in my opinion, that's coming from foreign actors. Now, I forgot the guy's name. The InfoWars guy was in Austin. Come on, it's a little shithole. So, I honestly, I don't know. I think we should just take all liberal cities, build a fucking wall around every single one of them, and let them have their 15-minute city utopia, and let the rest of the country do what we have to do. Are you looking up Dan Bongino?
I am. I'm looking it up real quick because let's see. 12 minutes. Communication and transparency. My priorities. We work for you, the American citizens. Our teams are actively working on the Tesla incidents and the swatting incidents, along with our other responsibilities to keep the homeland safe.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, he's a Fed. No, I'm just kidding.
You're not wrong.
I'm gonna continue to say that. I'm like, oh shit, Dan Bongino follows me. He's a Fed. Fuck. But anyways, no, it's an active investigation, and I'm really hoping that they get down to the bottom of it. But I don't know. I'm not trying to be black pilled, dude, because it's really easy to be get black pilled. Really, you know what I mean? Especially when a lot of people are just posting about where's the JFK files, where's the Epstein files, and then they're released. So okay, it wasn't good enough, or I mean, the JFK files, dude, they had 62 years to clean that shit up. I know, but I think. Honestly, people just want action. I agree with facts matter, dude. But how do we do that effectively and quickly at the same time? Because you can't just like arrest people on like reasonable suspicion or anything. You have to have something like really rock solid to go up with the DA to. You understand what I'm getting at? It's dude, it's tough. Because like I'm like on the fence on wanting, you know, real justice and real cases against these people, and then just rounding them all the fuck up, sending them to Guantanamo, and then we'll figure it out. Does that make sense?
Yeah, and I'll tell you what. Abraham Lincoln, who is one of the more revered presidents of the United States, he was an authoritarian. And I've had discussions about what he did as far as arresting the Southerners, and I feel like we're just about to that point. Actually, you know what? We're way beyond it. In all reality, a lot of these communist Democrats and the traitors to the country, the Mark Milley types, right?
John Brennan,
Barack
everything behind Russiagate.
Everything.
Oh my God, I cannot fucking talk. Crossfire Hurricane. Behind all of that stuff, we know, dude. We know who was behind all of this shit with the fake Steele dossier and all that. Dude, fuck you, Hillary Clinton. You belong in jail for that shit too. Hopefully I don't die tonight, but
I'm tired of pretending that it's not as bad as it is. And I'm
okay, fair. Yeah.
I don't see any other way out of this. Especially with the rise in specific targeted attacks towards citizenry, because it's only a matter of time before one swatting goes bad. And I don't know how much that escalates things. And it's only a matter of time before one of these Teslas that are targeted, that either somebody defends it or somebody dies because of it.
Dude, yeah, I totally get it. But okay, so then what's going to happen? Say the unfortunate event happens. What are Republicans going to do about it? Just
write a strongly worded letter?
You know what I mean?
Like, why is not one single Democrat in the entire country denounced these domestic terrorist attacks on Tesla?
Because
why is that?
They encourage it, dude. They are the fucking terrorists. Absolutely, the Democrat Party is a terrorist organization, dude. And once you get that in your head, then you absolutely understand what they're doing, because they're operating. They have the ideology. They have the money. They have everything, the operational and the skill set to do all of this shit nationwide. And I'm just tired of these Republicans with no fucking balls, not able to call it out, dude. I don't understand. Every time there's a tragedy and it happens on the left, Republicans are always like, they take the higher road. Say like a representative or something like that passes away. Nobody's like, ha ha ha. You know how the Democrats, when oh God, I see what you're pulling up. Oh dude, that dude's a pedo, by the way. But anyways, yeah, go ahead.
This is how they normalize violence. Rick Wilson was whining that he was locked out of X for a while.
Good.
But his article here obviously says, kill Tesla, save the country. And behind it is a torched Tesla. Now, and the subheader here, Elon has a weak spot, attack. And his defense is that he's talking about the company Tesla, and they should be aggressive towards making it. Exactly. Because this headline and this picture says everything. With everything going on, specific doxing and targeting of Tesla owners, and the way that they're going about this is through domestic terrorism. This is a signal to all of their buddies that we're on your side and we support you. He is a domestic terrorist, or at least an enabler. He is one of the weak, pathetic pieces of shit. This is why weak men are the most dangerous people in the entire world. Weak men like this, like Rick Wilson, are the most dangerous people in the world, because they don't do things with honor. They don't have honor. They don't believe in honor. They will stab you in the back the first chance that they get.
Yep, dude, absolutely. I screenshotted that, and I'll put 3 words.
It's from your post.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Oh, pull it back up. Or was it just Rick Wilson's?
That's all you could see on the screen, because I full screened it. But yeah.
Oh, I put deport to Gitmo. I don't give a shit. Oh yeah, no, I screenshotted that post and I said deport to. Oh, okay, I see it at the top. Never mind. Deport to Gitmo, dude. Stop, dudes. Just stop. Like this right there. If this was the Biden regime, and a Trump supporter said something about an opposite, situation, dude, you would have been arrested. At least the feds would have seen you.
You know who was getting arrested during the Biden regime? Parents opposing porn in elementary schools.
Oh, dude.
That's who the FBI was targeting. And now the fucking left they're saying that a district court judge can interfere with Trump's ability to command our troops with a negotiation that he had with a foreign government to deport criminal aliens from here, and they want to. They're trying to act like there should be he's a dictator. There needs to be a balance of power, checks and balances. No, fuck these people. They were arresting parents for opposing porn in elementary schools, and now they want to play this game. No, screw all of them. I'm done with this. Arrests need to be made. Treason, sedition needs, like, all of these charges need to be brought, and we can't play footsie anymore. We can't keep continuing this game are they going to get in trouble? Oh, are they not? Oh, let's see. No.
Defy these judges, dude. What are they going to do?
This is war, man.
Absolutely.
I'm done. This
play
is war.
Down get dirty, bro. Like, let's fucking do it. If they want to call Trump Hitler the dictator, fuck it. Like that. And get rid of these monsters, dude. All of them. And Bats Matter said 10,000 empty beds in Gitmo. Guarantee we can put a lot of traitors up in there. I don't care. Dude, lock them all the fuck up. I do not care. Do not care.
When Trump first started, when Trump won and he got inaugurated.
Are we going back? Are we going back to 16? Or this?
No. This
okay.
2 months ago.
Gotcha.
I was very hopeful because he came out at like a breakneck speed. And I was wondering where the hell the opposition was. And now I'm seeing it.
They backed up and they dug in the trenches.
Mm-hmm.
Because remember, I don't know who said it, but how communists operate. They will push farther and farther, but they'll back up, but they won't secede any of their land or whatever they own. Mm-hmm. That's where they are right now. And that's where I'm sorry, I'm probably stole your thunder or spoke over you.
No, they were strategizing, man. That's exactly right.
We got to push through that, bro.
And now I can see in my state that where we have universal mail-in ballots, where the Republican representatives are so weak and so spineless. Like, I want nothing to do with them. That's the frustrating part, is I want representation, but how am I supposed to do this when there's centrist Republicans? What the I can't wrap my mind around this, and I'm sick and tired of pretending that compromising with the demons on the left.
Come on, man.
Is justified. You know what?
Centrist? Come on, man. You right winger.
I'll tell you this. That's one of my favorite sayings that Eddie has ever said. That it is this one right here. Evil will never retreat willingly. They must be beaten back. I love that saying because it I guess reminds me and hopefully inspires people out there to realize that this is a spiritual battle manifesting itself in the real world. This is the remnants of the Soviet Union, the communists around the world after the end of the collapse of the Soviet Union. The philosophers that come out and believe for some reason that communism works. That wasn't real communism. We can implement it better next time. No, fuck these
real commies. Oh my god, dude.
These people need to be completely removed from any representative position in our government. They need to be removed. Period. End of story. If you identify or associate with communists, get the fuck out.
Yep.
It is the exact opposite of what the founding fathers put. It is the exact opposite of what the founding fathers wanted this country to be. Rights granted from God, protected by government.
Correct. Yeah, I mean, I do not disagree. I mean, even better in Gitmo, we could give him a short helicopter ride too, but for all I give a shit about. But yeah, man. So I took it upon myself to go after these Democrats that are deciding, that they want to cause violence. They think they can kick Trump supporters' asses, and you know exactly what I'm talking about. That horse semen guzzler, piece of shit, VP, stolen valor fucking cuck that wanted to say that he can beat most Trump supporters. You know what? Fuck you, Tim Walz. I want to go in the boxing ring with you. I want you to prove that you can beat most Trump supporters' asses. I don't give a fuck, dude. Like, I'm serious. We will set this up for charity. We can pick whatever charity you want. And you know what? This, as a veteran, Tim Walz, this will be in the first fight you've ever been in your life. So get prepared for it. I'm just going to say, we got to do this for the troops. Let's prepare. Come on, let's do this. Let's do this for the troops. We need to, we need to support them, and we need to give them the best care that they can. I'm going to kind of go off because
If you guys don't know, Tim Walz the other day on Gavin Newsom's podcast came out and he said that I think I could beat most MAGA supporters' asses in a physical fight. And so Steve took it upon himself to put out this beautiful video and basically accept the challenge. It's pretty simple. The challenge was initiated by Tim Walz.
So Tim Walz today said that he can kick most Trump supporters' ass. Hey Tim, Trump supporter here. Put your money where your mouth is. I'll join you in the ring. We can do it for charity. Hey, we're both veterans. We can find a really good charity. Wounded Warrior Project, U.S. Vets, all of them. Get a lot of money for our vets that we actually need. And we can settle this debate right now. So time and place, let me know. Oh, P.S. I'm actually a veteran with 2 combat deployments, unlike you. So
Beautiful.
I'm getting pretty good at TikToks, man. I posted that on TikTok today, man. Everyone's like, pay-per-view it. We can probably settle the national debt with this too.
Dude, I could kick his ass if I had like the flu and 2 broken legs. Like
No, dude.
He's never done.
Yeah. I think every MAGA woman could kick his ass, but I just want him. Like, I've been wanting this because the fucking stolen valor shit really pisses me off. Using the weapons of war, and when I deployed to Iraq, no, fuck you. You haven't done that. He's one of those people that use their veteran status to, try to give them a name for themselves. I would never do that. Like, I'm actually a Purple Heart recipient. I can fucking medals hanging right there. Oh, it's not in the screen, but anyways, dude, let's just do this. Come on, man. We can make so much money, dude. Just imagine how much money we could raise for this, especially if it gets like on the national stage, or like, well, mainstream media won't pick it up because they don't even really want to pick up the swattings and all that shit that's going down. But we can make some money, 100%.
So I'm gonna have to. Okay, here we go. Matt Smith made and this is kind of the entire point of the show right here. But he put out a tweet and he said, "I am shocked that we have so much soft approval of violence and negativity by the MSM and other leaders right now. Few examples off the top of my head: Jimmy Kimmel giving a wink and a nod to vandalizing Teslas. Jon Stewart making a Luigi joke about Xing Elon.
Mm-hmm.
The deafening silence of nearly all on the left about condemning this violence. Tim Walz celebrating Tesla stock going down. The stupidity of Rover autopilot tests. Wait, what is this? I don't know anything about that.
Maybe that's the autopilot for Tesla. Honestly, I don't know.
Tesla is an American success story, pushing the boundaries of technology, employing tens of thousands of workers and many more indirectly, and working to make our roadways drastically safer. See, I don't even like Teslas in like any way, shape, or form, and it frustrates me that I'm being like pushed to defend them. I don't like Teslas. I don't like the computer chips. I don't like the fact that the steering wheel, the gas pedal, the brake pedal are all buttons that can be hacked and controlled from outside sources. I don't like any of that. I like nothing about Teslas. I don't like the fact that the batteries have cobalt mined by children slaves in the Congo. I don't like any of it. But for some reason, I'm being forced to try and defend this bullshit because the left has lost their minds. And this shouldn't be a surprise, you guys. The left has always been the domestic terrorist. They're burning Teslas today. You know what they used to do? They used to be burning crosses in people's yards. Yeah.
Shit,
They were the
got 'em.
KKK. They're the ones that were targeting minorities. They've always been the communists. They've always been the freaking domestic terrorists.
Yep.
That is everything against what America stands for. They're evil, and we need to stop pretending that they want the best for this country or
Correct.
for its people. They don't. They want control.
That's always what it's been about. And dude, I love that you brought up the KKK reference. They were like, "Oh, well, that's not the liberals of today." Bullshit. Come on, man. That's exactly who you are and who you've always been. So I, I hate because I don't like to be painted into where I have to make a decision on a debate, right? I really like to be very objective over situations, but unfortunately for this situation, I have to back Elon Musk on it because there's no way I'm going to be anti-Musk because of everything that he's done for this country. He is my favorite African American because he came into this country with $2,000, and I think that was Eddie that said that he came into this country and he is what embodies the American dream because he came to this country and made something for himself. And the left, they hate that because they want you to depend on the government. They want a socialist communist state in this country to have complete control on your everyday life. And he is the antithesis of what that is. So that's why they hate Elon so much. And now that he teamed up with Trump, holy shit balls. Like now it's like Hitler and Hitler 2.0 or the nerd Hitler.
Everything's Hitler.
Yeah, it's so dumb. Like it's almost making. Oh, I almost said it's almost making Hitler likable. I almost said that. Well, I just did. But no, I'm not. Obviously,
Clip that.
Understand what I'm getting at? It's just holy fuck, dude.
Nazi.
Shut the fuck. I'm a Nazi.
Nazi.
Oh,
It's the white man coming to get me.
Guys, please do not clip that. Like Steve said, Hitler's more likable. Oh, dude, I'm gonna get put on blast for that shit. But everybody understands what I'm getting at. It's like, dude, I really do not want to be painted in a corner on who I have to pick, but I'm going to have to side with Elon Musk on this. And fuck you if you don't like it. I don't care.
The left absolutely hates America, Mandy. They hate. Okay, you know how we fix this country? Not only do we have to expose the people trying to destroy it, but we have to prosecute them. There has to be punishments. Okay,
there has to be.
We actually have to. We have to put these people in prison or Gitmo. We have to punish them. Okay, but two, we have to get married and have kids. We have to have families. We have to raise the next generation to be literally like our founding fathers. Because if we don't get this done in our lifetime, it will need to be done by the next generation. Otherwise, we're going to fall under communist rule and we're going to be fucked. And America will be no more. And then once America falls, the rest of the world will fall into an overwhelming totalitarian control.
Do you think the UK is bad right now? France is bad? Oh, no. If America goes down, bro, this is the last beacon of hope for this world. And to your point about, having children and all that, very important, right? But I think the urgency is with Gen Z right now. Getting those young men and women to get married, have children, fucking bash these communists in the face, dude. Like, don't even compromise. Don't even listen to these people. Change, man. I'm just, I don't know. I'm just. There's just so much going on. I think everybody they feel the pressure right now to make sure this country continues on and the Constitution lives, and there's rule of law in this country and free speech is protected. Luckily, we have the Second Amendment right now to back the First Amendment. But I think a lot of people are frustrated. I know a lot of people are they're frustrated right now because I think they're anxious. Because they're nervous about the direction of our country, and they believe exactly what we believe, and you kind of alluded to that point. The country cannot survive if there is no justice, if there is no dismantling of the system or the deep state or whatever you want to call it. That has to be done, because if that is not done, then it's just business as usual in a couple of years.
I'm just trying to read the comments here. Of course.
Oh yeah, the comment section's blowing up. Thank you guys. Love y'all.
Yeah, Yeah, it has only been getting worse, and the Trump administration, gosh, it feels like we have this all-star lineup, and I know that I need to be patient, and
Oh,
I know that things take time, but maybe it's because I live in Washington State, and I'm getting constantly bombarded with the amount
yes.
of legislation being pushed through rapidly by Democrats and Republicans. God, this is why I'll never identify as a goddamn
Correct.
Republican, because they're fucking spineless, weak, pathetic piece of shit uniparty bastards that haven't been doing a damn thing to save or represent the people. So
I
yeah,
know.
good luck Washington, because I'm not on the Republican side.
Yeah.
They're weak, and they don't represent me. I identify with the Constitution of state and federal. That's what I believe in. First and foremost, our rights come from God, and it's supposed to be your job to actually protect them. But with your centrist bullshit that you've been pushing for way too long, look, all of a sudden we have this. This is what Washington State's been doing.
Oh my God.
Former Olympia teacher accused of molesting students avoids prison by accepting plea deal. In Washington State, they protect pedophiles. They protect abusers. And they also, not only do they do this by giving them plea deals and helping them out, but they protect them by law with bills like Senate Bill 5599 that was passed years ago, that basically strips the parents' rights and enables groomers and pedophiles to groom children. And as long as the children say the right words, they can be housed in a host home. Okay,
Oh.
that host home can be done by the very groomer himself. So he can apply to be a host home, take in this child, and then they can go receive gender affirming care without the parental knowledge or consent. And the state is not required to inform the parents where their child is at, how long they'll be gone, or what kind of treatments they're receiving. Washington State is now an enemy of the people because they are they're actively protecting pedophiles.
Yeah.
They're actively protecting groomers. We're lost. There's nothing there that I can compromise with.
No.
At all.
And what I was kind of alluding to, I think we were talking about earlier, how I think we have a different view because of the different areas that we live in. And I know there's like an intense amount of pressure for you in Washington State, because not only are you getting shit on the federal level, but the state level as well. So it's just like a continuous bombardment. And that stuff in Olympia, dude, if that was my son, I would be going postal right now. I'm not even gonna lie about it right now, because that's my future. And if you take away my future, then fuck it. But anyways,
That's everything. That's everything.
Absolutely. But here in Texas, it's so much different. So I think we have, but it's good. Like we're talking about it because we have different, like a few like minute different viewpoints. Does that make sense? Because we're living in two different environments. So like I have I guess maybe the ability to be a little bit more patient than probably you are.
You know what saddens me? I get your point,
Yeah.
because Texas has a lot more, I guess, recognition of rights from the government.
Right.
But I live in a communist stronghold up here, and they're tripling down on everything that made the Democrats lose over the last couple of years.
Right.
And they believe that they just have the right to do it, and they don't. But what saddens me is the fact that if I leave this state, there's an incalculable amount of children that will be harmed. And
Yeah.
somebody has to stick up for them. And I feel that if I just abandon this state, then more kids will get hurt. And I feel like I'm abandoning my moral duty being born in this place, the fact that the Swinomish people have been here for thousands of years, if I just abandon it, then I'm allowing the demons to win, and I'm allowing them to attack children, and I don't like that.
I totally see your point, man. But it's like, who else is there? You know, do you have like, I'm not trying to allude to like, is there a group of people that, you know, feel the same way and are able to make impact, like grassroots change in the state? Because I think like, dude, it's so embedded. It would take generations, in my opinion, unless Trump just starts swooping in and getting all these commies out. You know what I mean? Because
I think
Washington
a lot of
State
people
itself needs to be dismantled as well.
I think a lot of people here are waiting for someone to stand up with a spine, because even so, the last two governors that ran for the state, it was Robert Byrd, and I can't remember the other dude's, some white guy, but they were both like centrist, like trying to play the middle, like they'd go up there in the suits and ties, and like when fuck, what is his name? Who's that guy who ran?
I'm not sure, but you gotta look
The main white. I'm not gonna look it up because I don't really care, because he's a loser. He lost significantly because he'd get on the debate stage with Bob Ferguson, that spineless piece of shit, evil commie, and instead of calling him that, he would just be like, well, I think that, I mean, Bob Ferguson hasn't actually, he's been the attorney general for 12 years and crime has actually gone up and people are affected and they feel it. That was his fucking argument. He's not saying that they're trying to pass bills so children can get their breasts cut off, that 12-year-olds can get their breasts cut off, that they're trying to legalize abortion up until birth. They didn't say any of that. He didn't bring it up because maybe he's too scared. I'm not sure, but they don't have a spine. They're pathetic weasels.
You gotta run, dude. I honestly, like, okay, so you want to fight back, right? It's either you fight back or you leave. And who else is going to stand up?
Dude, I don't know. I don't see it. I don't see it.
You have the arguments. You have the knowledge of your area.
Dave Reichert. That was his name. Dave Reichert.
You have the tenacity. You have the intestinal fortitude to go up against these communists. What's holding you back?
I don't know, man.
I'm not trying to put you on the spot. I'm just trying to get you to think. You know what I mean? I'm not going to say, oh, Mo's running 2026. Here we go. You know, for governorship of for Washington State. But I do understand. So, like, taking back an area is very complex. Because if you really want to get in the game, you have to be able to be public. You have to expose everything of yourself, and it's a dirty fucking game. Politics, like the show House of Cards, it's worse than that. So, man, I don't know. I kind of feel for you, because you're stuck between, am I going to go in and am I going to fundamentally change the country, the area that I love, or am I going to go?
The problem is that if I ran for governor, okay, if I put my name in there and I ran, the Republicans would shun me, and of course the Democrats would. But I wouldn't be accepted. Already? But I don't have the ability right now to have that kind of money to fundraise against the Republicans, because they would put everything. I'd be facing literally the entire state, because I see the Republicans as weak, pathetic, spineless weasels, and I would say that to every single one of their faces. Like, what are we supposed to do? Because as a father and a husband, I understand that, and a patriot, a Christian, I understand that our rights stem from God. I understand that we are endowed with inalienable rights at the zinc spark during fertilization, because that is the only logical time for us to be endowed with rights. If we believe that we have rights at all, They have to start sometime. And in order to be consistent scientifically, theologically, any way you look at it, it has to be at the zinc spark during fertilization. That is the only time. And if I come in and say that and say all of you guys are wrong, every single fucking one of you, which I'm cool with saying now, that like I'll say it if I tried to run, but the problem is that none of them would accept me, and it's and I would like I don't have the funds, I don't have any ability to actually compete in any way, shape, or form.
Okay, yeah, that's absolutely fair because the ideology is so thick. Like they will look on all your social media posts, and even if you didn't even say that, and they'll use it against you, and then it's just it's a radical ideology, like with any religion, dude. And I have issues with that. Christian, Muslim, Jewish. I don't think there are any extremists in Buddhism. Maybe there are. But I have problems with people that are fucking extremists, no matter who you are, dude. White, black, any kind of supremacy. Dude, I fucking hate it. Because nobody is better than anybody else, in my opinion. I don't care. If that puts me on some sort of fucking list, I don't care. Because you know what?
No, your actions will make you better than other people.
It's just pathetic, man. And because I've been immersed and I know how ideologies operate. And for this one, the wokeism is kind of an ideology in itself. It's a cult religion. And that takes a lot to unbrainwash these people. Like, honestly, if Donald Trump were to cure cancer or something miraculous, they wouldn't be happy because, oh, fucking Hitler cured cancer. You know what I mean? So it's just really, I think someone was making in the comments, school boards building up the future. I think this generation right now of the Trump derangement syndrome, Elon derangement syndrome, they're lost, bro. I don't think there's any winning any of them back. Like maybe some of the centrist liberals or Republicans, maybe, but these far left extremists, they're gone, dude. Like this shit happened after COVID. You saw how like willing people were to put on a mask and walk on these stupid fucking lines in the grocery store. And I'm gonna get jabbed with an unknown substance just so I can go continue work instead of having the intestinal fortitude of the balls to say no. You know what? I'd rather live on the street than get that death jab. So the good times make soft men. This is where we're living right now, bro.
I'm really bummed out with what I see from, reading history is like, it's really cool seeing how this country was founded by men who had conviction and they were willing to die for their convictions.
Correct.
Someone like Samuel Whitmore, right? He stood basically in his driveway against 500 British soldiers, shot 3 of them, and then charged in with his sword. He was stabbed. I mean, this was at 76 years old. He did this. And he was stabbed 13 plus times. He was shot in the face. And he lived for another 18 years after that.
Wow.
And like the story of Samuel Whitmore is incredible. And I look at that, and then I look at the centrist Republicans I have representing my state who are signing on to bills that allow non-citizens, foreign nationals, to be hired as policemen, as prosecutors, as firemen, as first responders in general. They sign on to it because they're like, this is a good thing. This is really going to help. This is really going to help the perception of the Republicans if we support this. No, you're supposed to be representing the right-wing part of the fuck. I don't even care about right or left wing. Just American values. And they've gotten so disconnected from it and are so scared to get attacked by the mainstream media. You know what?
Yep.
If the mainstream media puts out a hit piece on me, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to close the browser. I don't give a fuck. Write anything you want about me because I know what's true in my heart. I have convictions and I'm going to stick to them. And I'm not going to let any mainstream media article, whatever they say, trying to fucking smear me. I don't care. I don't care what you say because your words are disconnected from reality. That means that they have no power over me. The truth has power because it's connected to reality. Lies, smears, they don't have power as long as you don't give them power. The only thing that gives smears and lies power are the fact that people believe it. And when you stop allowing that to affect you, then we can actually start to change being afraid of what the mainstream media is going to say about you. But this guy's a Nazi. He's a racist. He supported all these things. You know how many bad words I've said in my life? I've said all of them. I've said every slur you can possibly think of to my friends and to people I don't like. It doesn't matter. I've said all of them because I don't care. They're just words. I grew up in a small town with a whole bunch of white people. I was like one of 3 colored people in my town. You know what? We made racist jokes, and it was fun, and it was hilarious, dude. I loved it. But it's crazy to me that just because a mainstream outlet is like, oh, they're going to tarnish my reputation. No, fuck that. I'll come out directly against them. I'll bring that. I'll try and go get a live interview with that reporter and say, hey, why'd you say this about me? Where's your evidence? Right. I'm so tired of this. I'm tired of it.
Dude, yeah, I agree, man. Just imagine these people right now growing up in the 80s and 90s. Just imagine, man. Like, so I'll watch like maybe like old TV shows, you know, like, so I've been watching like Home Improvement. I've been kind of like, you know, because it was like wholesome stuff, and like that's what I grew up watching and all that. And dude, some of the jokes that they say in there, it's like, dude, you couldn't say that nowadays. But like, we should, like, just turn it back on them. Just it's so weird that it's like it would be like non-PC, but fuck PC. Who cares? If people get mad at you, who cares? I don't care, dude. Like I do not lose sleep at night.
No, it's like it's like that compilation video of Joe Rogan saying nigger a couple times, like throughout 12 years. He said it in various contexts, and they put it all in a compilation. They're like, look how racist this guy is. Like, and whoever watches that and believes it, you're retarded. End of story. Seriously, I'm done putting up with this and just trying to be like, no, it's okay. Really, he's actually not racist. Look, he has black friends. No, he's not racist. Clearly,
right.
Just watch the footage and be like, oh well, obviously he wasn't saying it as if he wants to hang all black people. No, he just said it because it was literally in various contexts. Quit being scared.
Yeah, I agree 100%, dude. I think it's just going to take us like almost like maybe creating a new ideology that it's okay again. Does that make sense? Like we call people faggots and fucking retards online. Who cares? Unless you're a faggot or a retard, it doesn't matter to you. Okay? Plain and simple. Like, I think it's funny. Like, I would go on Spaces and X and say, "What's up, faggots?" You know, like I just don't care, dude. It's fun. I mean, like, do I hate gay people? No, dude, I don't. You know, it's an abomination, but I don't hate you. You know what I mean? Oh, he said, "Now we can't use the footage." Oh well.
George Carlin literally talked about this a long time ago, and nobody took it seriously. And then every company started bending the knee and being like, "Oh, if we get an article written about us, then we're done." And you know what? It was true. You know why? Because they gave those media outlets power. Yeah, seven dirty words. He said them all. I can't remember them off the top of my head, but he would say them. And we have to stop taking these people seriously and acting like they have any kind of power over us.
They don't.
Because they're lies. And I'm done with pretending that these lies have any kind of power. I will ignore it. I'll close the browser. I won't click on it. I'll just move on.
I'll laugh about it,
And then
honestly. I think
there,
it's funny, personally.
yes, make fun of them. Point, mock, laugh. You guys are retarded. Ha! look at you. Clearly, I'm not racist. Clearly,
Right. That's why I like Retard Finder so much.
That's why he blew up, man.
It's so simple. It's so simple because it's literally just posting pictures of who the account perceives to be retards. And dude, I don't know. It's great. I wish I created that account because man, I could be so monetized right now. You literally just have to post a picture of like Joe Biden. Found one. Dude, it's so simplistic, but it's so great at the same time. I think that account was created in the correct time. Does that make sense? Like we're trying to change that narrative of people being pussies all the time, man. Just like, who cares? If it doesn't affect your life, then go on with your day.
Oh,
honestly.
I wanted to yes, exactly. I wanted to address Mama Bear's claim here that we have both informed the local deputies that it's possible, and in all reality, like I'm not worried about it. If somebody doxes and swats me, it is what it is. We're prepared. We took necessary precautions. It's kind of the same thing as like if an earthquake were to hit, I'd be prepared. If the power went out for multiple weeks, I'd be prepared.
Correct.
You know, I have home security that if somebody decided to come to my house unexpectedly, I'm prepared. So I've done everything in my power to be prepared for something like this. So if it did happen, then I believe that it would work out in my favor and not theirs. And I don't think that it would escalate into a really negative situation. So, I'm not scared of being swatted because it won't work. I've already taken the necessary precautions, and it's not like they're gonna stop me from doing what I'm doing. The reason that I started speaking out was because I heard a call from deep within my soul, and I answered that call, and I've done everything in my power to walk as graciously as I could to this point, and hopefully I can continue down the pathway that God laid before me and fulfill whatever he has planned for me. I'm going to do everything in my power. I don't question it. I don't second guess myself. I'm doing everything I can to make it work. So,
dude, I'm losing my connection.
It's that darn Starlink, man. It's all Elon Musk's fault.
Okay, am I back?
Yeah, you're back.
Fuck.
I'm sorry, you guys, for all the profanity.
Yeah. Okay, now we're
in today's episode, but I'm not going to.
You know what? Like, this is needed, man. I mean, some may be disheartened by the language or whatever we said, but I think that's the theme of this entire episode is like we're not PC anymore, dude. Like we're tired of that shit. We're tired of the DEI woke racism. Oh, if you say the N-word, you're fucking racist. If you say bag, oh my God, you're anti-LGBTQ. No, we're not. We know who we are as a person. You can say whatever you want online, and I don't give a fuck.
Eddie and I, when we were running the Patriots Prayer podcast, we had a guy. His name was Gabriel. I actually posted about him today because he sent me a message, and let me pull it up really quick. It's Tommy Gabriel. That was his name.
Oh yeah. We had him on our show. I think he was one of our first guests, right?
I don't remember.
We
definitely had him on. Oh, you were? Oh, yes. Maybe you were just getting into it.
Oh, maybe so. Okay.
Whoa. Easy. All right. So I said, he put out a tweet. He said, after years of being gay and in that lifestyle, I realized that it isn't the best for me. I am coming out as straight. And when we interviewed him, I knew he was gay, and oh my gosh, I just screwed everything up because Eddie taught
Oh,
me
that
how
was
to zoom
today.
in. This was today. Yeah.
Oh,
So
okay.
so back then when we interviewed him, he was gay, and he was talking about leaving the left,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm not exactly sure because I'm gonna have to talk to him a little bit more and figure out exactly what led him to this point to um, stop being gay, right?
Mm-hmm.
And everybody says that you're born gay and it's a forever thing. You can't change it. It is what it is. No,
Mm-hmm.
it's not. Gay is only defined as an action. You can only be gay by what you decide consciously to do. And uh, I responded to him. I said, "God bless you, Gabriel. It's never too late to be saved. It's never too late to change your actions and live a better life. There will be hardships. There will be those who target you because you're standing up for what's right. But that
Right.
should never stop you. When you stand up for what's right, it's ungay,
I'm gay.
ungay. You know what? Like I will be. I see the action of being gay the same as like alcoholism or
Choice.
it's overindulging in a sexual appetite. That's what I see it as. So
It's
um
literally a choice, dude. You don't even have to go that deep into it. Like, it's a choice to not go to the gym. It's a choice. Like, dude. Oh my God. Oh my God.
yes, I'm
It's a choice to put chemically laced food in your body. It's everything is a choice in life, and
yeah,
it's up to you to have the conviction or the intestinal fortitude not to give in to that unwise choice. But
yeah,
anyways, dude, are we doing Friday
yes.
from now on? Is this a breaking news?
I don't know if we can do it every single Friday, but I'll tell you
Okay.
what. We will do Fridays uh when we can, and it'll
Okay.
be kind of bonus episodes like this. So
Okay.
uh
So, somewhat
yeah.
breaking news, because not
Yes.
X sure was not X sure was like, we need a Monday to Friday, and I'm like, oh God, like, let me quit my job first before we do this.
Yeah,
It's tough.
it is tough because I mean, the amount of time that is invested into this is
Mhm.
significant, but I'm kind of feeling that I'm looking out into the world and I'm seeing a lack of I, I know that there's a lot of hot takes on Twitter or X, but a lot of the debates that I'm seeing, I'm just tired of it. I'm tired of seeing the same thing over and over again and convincing the same people or the same types of people that like,
Mhm.
no, abortion is actually wrong and you shouldn't do it.
Right.
And um, I I'm willing to work with someone who is willing to work with me, but I'm not willing to compromise anymore.
Mhm.
I'm done with that. I'm to the point in my life where I've expressed my views. I understand why. What's happening here? um, I'm to the point in my life where I'm done assuming that everyone's not evil. Okay,
Mhm.
like
Right.
I will give grace to the people who are willing to extend their hand,
Mhm.
but to the people who are actively trying to destroy this country, I don't want to give grace to them. I don't want to
Yep.
assume that
I agree.
they're good people. I don't want to assume that they're looking out for the best interest of America or of its people. I think that they're evil. I think that they're deliberately trying to sterilize children. I think that
Mhm.
they are actively chopping off the genitals of children. I think that they are aborting, that there is a genocide happening in this country of over 3,000 abortions a day. And
Mhm.
in my life experience, I know for a fact that life begins before birth and that there is no line from the zinc spot of fertilization to birth that you can draw that says that this is where life begins because life
Right.
begins at the zinc spark. That's when we are endowed with our rights from our creator. The very foundation of America
Mhm.
And if you believe in American rights at all, then scientifically or religiously, you would have to believe that it begins then. I'm done trying
Correct.
to negotiate
Trust
with
the
these
science.
people. They are evil.
Absolutely, bro. I mean, someone made a good point. Time to draw a line in the sand. Barack Obama famously said that, but we're actually going to stick to that line.
I'm drawing a line in the fucking concrete.
Boom.
And I'm not moving.
Let's do it.
I'm done.
All right, dog. We got to get off. And I don't know if I should tell anybody, but there are environmental things happening in my area. I don't even know if I said too much, but I'm gonna have to be on the lookout overnight. So you guys know what I'm talking about.
Stay updated.
Yeah, just stay updated. That's all I'm gonna
Yep.
say.
Yeah. So yeah, I guess tune back in Friday, you guys, and I guess just keep following along. And it's time. It's time that we stop negotiating with
Correct.
these demons. In all reality,
You don't
This is
negotiate
it.
with terrorists. You do not negotiate with communists. Plain and simple. That's it.
6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 8 p.m. the Great Republic of Texas time.
Yes, sir. New listener for Rumble. She's
Yeah.
I guess she, maybe he, I'm not sure. But that listener stated found the show by accident. So hope you tune in.
How about that? Yeah. Normally, I always want to be reasonable. And I feel that I can connect with a lot of people. But with what's happening in our country, with what's happening in my state specifically, I don't want to connect with them.
Me either.
And
Done.
yeah, the line's now drawn in concrete. No more compromise. Period.
Yes,
End of
sir.
story. I will not comply with the unconstitutional gun laws. I will not comply with any unconstitutional law. Period. I'm done with it. My line's drawn. You guys, if they come after me, so be it. This is a mandate that I've been feeling for some time, and that's it.
Definitely.
When I see them allowing terrorists to actively promote domestic terrorism against our citizens, when I see them actively genociding children from before birth, when I see them sterilizing children through gender affirming care, and when I see them chopping off the genitals of children, I can't compromise with these people anymore. I can't associate with them. I cannot be around them, and I will call them out at any point I can, because
Absolutely,
they are
brother.
evil, and I can't in good conscience continue to pretend that they have the best interests of America in mind. So I'm done with it.
Definitely, homie.
Yep. All right, you guys.
Time to wrap it up, B.
Yeah.
I don't
Tune
have
in
anything
Friday.
else to say. I think we covered it in an
gosh.
hour and a half, bro.
Yeah, we went really late. That went by fast. But God
Yep.
bless you guys. God bless America. Thank you all for watching. Please share this if you can. Help us grow the Patriots Prayer Network, because we have a lot of plans in the future that we
Yep.
want to take care of, and we actually want to do this full time as well at some point. So I can stop slinging tires, and Steve can stop yelling at guys to wear their safety glasses.
Right.
Yeah, same thing, right? Is there anything you want to say before we get out of here, Steve?
Man, we covered it all, brother.
Yeah.
I'm pumped for Friday. Let's do it.
Friday will be good. God bless you guys. God bless America. We'll see you Friday, 6 p.m. Pacific
Peace.
Standard.
Welcome to Shop with America, where the emphasis is on America. Our movement is to switch away from your shopping with the big box stores and the mega corporations back to supporting family-owned, made in America. We've been giving these big box stores our money every day for years. But what's happened is they've forced many small businesses to shut down. We call this the illusion of choice. We see all these products in these stores, but in reality, it's only a few companies that control it all. There are thousands of lawsuits for health damage because they put profit over our people. But there is another choice. We found a better way. There's a family-owned American factory with product integrity and have always done things the right way for the right reasons. And this company outperforms the big box stores. That's due to their month-to-month shopping club. They make everyday consumer products that we all use and buy again and again, like toothpaste, shampoo, coffee, and organic beef. Go to shopwithamerica.us today.